Hello everyone, this video I will show you how to integrate this RGB WLD strip with Case 868 server. So this time we will use Home Assistant to control this RGB LD strip by this server. And also there are switch that also you can use the push button. So that how to set the manual control for the LD strip and for the relay output by one panel. So you can see I can turn on this relay, this is contact, and turn off. And this is channel 2 contact. You can see here is red indicate and close. Also you can see I can turn off the LD strip. You can see LD strip is off, and this is turn on this LD strip. And also I can change the brightness, these two buttons, and the button down and the button up. So you can see I can click, that will change the brightness down. I can click again, that will change about 20%. I have set on Home Assistant. Click again and will be low. So and click this button, you can see this will be brightness, add the brightness. And again you can see the brightness, and again you can see the brightness will change. And also you can see I can click one time this button for effect of the LED. I can click, you can see this is rainbow, that effect 1 I have set in the Home Assistant, and double click. And you can see this is effect for scan. That is for scan. And I can click 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can see that is another effect. And also I can fourth time, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can see this is the fourth effect. So this you can define this button in different click times for different actions. So click 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, and 5 time, and 6 time. So that is according to Home Assistant set by this server. So the server have a powerful programmable for this switch panel. For you can define every button, push button, for every different actions in Home Assistant. So let's begin how to do with it. And here you can see our Home Assistant dashboard. You can see this is LED. We have turn off and turn on. And also I can change different color. You can see turn red and turn green. So this is integrate for the Home Assistant. I have used this WS2812. And also you can see here is WS2811 that have an IC chip, that have a chip inside of the LED strip. This is work with the 12 volt, and this will work with 5 volt. And this is the chip. This black chip is inside of the LED indicate. And I have connect with this 3 line. You can see the LED strip just have 3 lines, the VCC and the ground and the date. So you can see I have connected this line to this server board and the GPIO and the ground and the voltage. That is 5 voltage. That is for the LED strip. You can see here. This is our server board pin defined. You can see we have integrated the RGB LED strip by these pins. This is GPIO2 I have used, just this one. And this is for power, and this is for ground. And also you can see I have connected with this DS18B20 temperature sensor. This temperature sensor, just use this one, you can see. Also, I have connected with this GPIO. And the second GPIO I have connected with the LED strip. Actually, you can connect with the max is 4 channel GPIO for 4 channel different LED strip, so that you can use this different channel of I/O 1, 2, 3, 4 for input for sensor or for LED strip. It's up to you. So this is hardware connect with this server board. And the second, we just use this ESP home. And this is the server we have created that we can click edit. And you can see here that is for LED strip. Just paste this code. This code is you can search on our form. So that you need to define this pin number for ESP32 because these pins have connected with the ESP32 inside. And this is the LED numbers. I have defined the 60, just the total. If you have 100, just change to 100. So this is actually you have used this LED number. And this is color order. And this is the name. And this is effect we have defined so that it can be auto change the color and the brightness for effect. So this is very easy, just some code copy to the YAML file. And we can close. And now let's look at the important how to use this wall switch. This wall switch, you can see here is the server board IP address input in web browser. You can set for the Ethernet and Wi-Fi. And you can see here the option is very important. That SW triangle output. So this time I have choose the disable. If you choose the enable, you will use this 16 channel input connect with this wall switch and control this relay output, this 16 channel output directly. So that if I can change to enable, we can save it. I will let you see what will to do. Okay, restart. We can log in. And this time you can see here is enabled. That SW just means switch triangle output. So you can see when I press this button, that will be turn on and turn off by this channel 1, channel 2, and the channel 3, channel 4, channel 5, channel 6, channel 7, channel 8. So this will let the input control this output directly by this wall switch without home assistant, without network, just working locally. So we can turn on and turn off by this wall switch. So you can see now I have used this button, only control this output, not have control this LED strip, and not have control other device. But this time we will integrate this wall switch to home assistant and define every button what to do and what action by yourself. So we need to choose this option to disable. Just disable the input, triangle the output. So we can click disable. And also you can see we have set the work mode by the Ethernet. This is Ethernet and the work mode for MQTT, so that let your server board connect with your MQTT block. This is the Raspberry Pi 4 inside of the server board. That is the IP address for the Raspberry Pi. And this is the part of MQTT block. And this is MQTT username and this password that we have told you how to set in before video. And we can click save. Okay, we can log in again. And this time you can see I can press this button to close the LED strip, so that the wall switch is controlled by the home assistant, not by the input, and control this output directly. So what's the principle? Let's look at the MQTT blocks. This controller have connected with the home assistant. You can see we have installed the Mosquito on the home assistant. We have installed the Mosquito. And also I have used this MQTT box for test. You can also use Mosquito. You can see you just go to this device and the Mosquito, and you can listening a topic. The topic, the server brought feedback state like this topic. And starting listening, and you can see that is listening. I have pressed this SW4, but I have used this MQTT box, will be easy. That is as same as the Mosquito. You can see I can create this server. I have used my PC connect to this server by MQTT, and also you can see here is settings, the MQTT IP address and the port and the username password, and just click save and subscribe this state. And now you can see when I press this button, we have test what information have sent to the server. I can press one time for button 1. You can see here is SW1 on 1. That means the SW1, the channel 1, the button 1 have pressed one time. If I double click, and you can see this SW1, that on is 2. So I I can press 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You can see here is 3. So that every button will feedback how many times have pressed. You can see I can press this button 1 time. This is 8. You can see here is 8. So that information will feedback to the Home Assistant. And you can see I have made this video MQTT feedback. And here you can see there are many different information will be feedback. You can see that is on 1 is 1 time, and 5 is 5 times, and until 6 and 6 times. If maybe you have pressed many times, greater than 6 times, that will feedback 99. That is long time pressed, greater than 3 seconds. So this will be easy to use in your Home Assistant to define different key. And now we can back to the Home Assistant dashboard, and we can see here is the configuration and automation. We have created this automation for SW1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 buttons. And before you create this automation, you need to open the file edit. You need to integrate the input, this input for the MQTT. You can see here, this input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until 8. That is for blue input. This is for sensor use, binary sensor. And you can see here is SW1, SW2 until SW16. So that you can see here. That is for this green 6-channel input, so that we can define the name and the unique ID and the topic and the template and this information for every channel of the button. You can see every channel of the button we have defined by the name SW number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if you have defined this number information of the MQTT of the button, these 16 buttons, then we can go to the configuration and create the automation. So you can see I can create button 1. This button 1 we called SW1. That one click, just one time. So we can edit, and the triangle type is choose MQTT, and this is the topic. This topic you can see just this one. This is the topic. This topic just copy to this section. And when you receive this payload, this SW1 is press one time. You can see that will be feedback just like this, just feedback one time. You just copy and paste on your Home Assistant. Okay, this is triangle, very easy. And what needed to do so that we can toggle the relay output 1, output channel 1. So you can click call service. And the service, we just choose this switch toggling. And the entity, you can choose, I can choose the channel 1. Channel 1 I have renamed for the light 1. So I can click this one, light 1. So you can see I can press button 1. So that will be turn on, contact 1. And click again, that will be off. So this is for channel 1. And you can see here the button 2. The second button, you can click. Also is the same, just create the MQTT. And this time you can see switch toggling just is output 2. So that this button 2 is for output 2. And this is 3, button 3 you can see that is controlling LED strip on and off. We can click. And here is the thing, just this payload is 3. And this time you can choose call service and light turn on. This you can choose the service light turn on. But this entity, you just choose the LED strip that we have integrate by the ESP home. And also you can see the brightness checkbox, just click. And the brightness when it's on, you can change to 100%. And you can also change to 50%, it's up to you. I think turn on LED strip, just let the brightness max. So you can click save. And now you can see when I press this button, you can see the LED strip will be turned on and the 100%. If I have choose 50%, I can press save. And we close this LED strip. And you can see I press this button 3. And this time, just the brightness is 50%. That is just change this number. So now I have changed to 100%. Okay, and now you can see here is button 4. This button 4 we will define to close the LED strip. So you can see here is SW4, and this call service is light turn off. Just click, choose this light turn off. And this entities the target, just choose the LED strip. And you can see here is nothing options because only the turn off, very easy. So you can just choose this LED strip, and then this button will be click and receive this message. SW4 is 1, that will be off. Okay, you can see here the 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. This 5, we have changed LED brightness. That is up, that is down. The 6 button is down, the 5 button is up. We also can click, and this MQTT, that is switch 5, and this time we also call service and turn on, and choose this entity is the LED strip. But this time you check this box, brightness step value, so that every time you press this button, the LED strip will grow, the brightness will grow 20%. And also you can change to maybe 48%. You can click save, and here you can see I can turn on this LED strip firstly and let it become down, brightness become down. And this time I just click this button. As you can see, that will add the 48%. So that you can change to small. That will be just control a little and press save. So this is the brightness add. Okay, And this 6 button is brightness down. So we can see here I have defined the automation 6. You can click, and this is SW6, and you can see here also is the brightness step. This time you can see I have changed the down 20%. You can see my scroll. This is for add, and this is for degree. You can see the two number is different. This is for add at the right, and the left is 2 degree. So that you can click save. So you will click this button, and the brightness will be down. Press this button, brightness will be down, and press this button, brightness will be add, and this part will be add the brightness. Okay, this is how to control the LED strip on, off, and brightness up and brightness down. And now we can define this 7. You can see the 7 switch that I have defined 1 click, 2 click, 3 click, 4 click. Because sometimes one switch panel you have not enough buttons for you to use. So we can define one button for different functions. You can see here the 7, the 1 click. I can edit, and you will see this is 7 and on is 1. And this time we have turned on the lights, but we have enabled the effect that is rainbow. This is rainbow. So what's the effect you have used? We can go to this overview, and you can see, hold on this LED strip, and you will see here effect. You can see the rainbow, the color wipe, and the scan, the twink. So there are many effects you can fill in the automation. So we have used the rainbow. Now we can go to the automation again. And this 7. So I have used this rainbow. So you click this button 1 time. So this will be the rainbow. And we can back and see this 7, 2 click. We can change the effect. We can click edit. And you can see this time also is switch 7, but this on is 2. That means press 2 times. And scroll down. So that turn on and LED strip. And this effect we have used the scan. So you can see we have used this scan. That is 4 effect we will use. And also you can see I can click 2 times, and you can see the effect is scan, the scan. And we can back and see this 3 times. 7 button, click 3 times. And this you can see on is 3. And also you can see the effect. I have choose this color wipe. And at the same way, so you can define this 4 click, just to click, press 4 times, that on is 4. And here you can see I have changed to another effect. So this will be very easy. Just you can define every button, and for every press time, just every button you press how many times, it's up to you. So you can define any buttons, what function to do for the automation. So this is very useful. So you can define this button, this is touch mode, but you can use the push button. And any dry contact switch, just connect this input. And also you can use the Zigbee sensor or Zigbee button, so that you can define the click and the button functions for the home system, for the home automation. Okay, that is how to use the switch panel for the home assistant and define your LED actions. Thanks for watching.